Welcome to the Dr. Renee Sunday Show, where it's not too late to shine. We bring you transformative information for small business owners, entrepreneurial insight, wisdom, and secrets to aid you to be seen, be heard, and get paid, to catapult your life to more impact, success, and freedom. Now, please welcome your host, the platform builder herself, Dr. Renee Sunday.
I'm excited to be here. Welcome to the Dr. Renee Sunday Show podcast. I am your host. I am Dr. Renee Sunday. I am the platform builder. And people say, Dr. Sunday, what is the platform builder? What I do is I help small business owners increase visibility and get leads to be seen, be heard, and get paid. You know, that's what it is. We are business owners, and we need to monetize our things. Okay? That's what we do. But I want to stop and say thank you. Thank you so much for supporting us and all the things that we do. Thank you for being there as our rock. We thank you that we are your rock. Okay? Because sometime in this road, this journey that we call life, especially with entrepreneurship, sometimes it's up and down and up and down. But the thing about it is, I always say, don't stop. What? You got to get it. You got to have confidence. You got to have confidence. You got to have a system, and you got to have a way to make it work, okay? All in legal, right? But we're gonna have a good time. We want to thank you for always being with us. But we wanted to have this broadcast today. I wanted to talk to you about, first of all, about being a business owner, okay? And also, I want to talk to you about the 3 must-have. We got to have these things going into 2021. We got to have these things. We just polish them up. We have them already, but we need to polish them up. Some people may not have them, but we need to get it in place. We need to put it to work. We need to make sure we have it so we'll be able to monetize our brand and to walk in our purpose. You know what I'm saying? But we want to get this started. But, I want to talk to you a little bit about purpose first. A lot of people come to me and they say, Dr. Sunday, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in this world. I don't know what I was born to do. I really don't know what's going on after what we're going through now. What am I supposed to be doing? But let me tell you the thing about purpose. Purpose is what you call or created to do that's easily achievable by you. It's easily achievable by you. You think it's so easy, we even think, unfortunately, sometimes that people would not pay for it because it's easily achievable by you. You can make a meat and pound cake. You can make meatloaf that just melts in our mouth. You can organize a room that I did not even realize I had that much space. You can clean my car that my car looks like it just came out of the dealership. You can create a course that is sell out without people knowing what's in a course. Excuse me. You can do that. I've been talking with clients all day. I need to intake on my water, okay? But you can do these things. You can coach someone that they can walk out their purpose that they thought they never could do. You can train one of our beloved animals that they could be a service animal, service family member, that they can still function in the world, even though they may have a seizure, even though they may have low blood sugar, even if they have vertigo. You can do that. As a business owner, you can motivate us and we can realize that we are on top of the world, which we are because somebody right now is praying. Somebody right now feeling like they can't do their next task, and you have it already in your belly. Somebody right now want to know how to to get their health back together. Somebody right now want to know how to get traffic to their ads. You know, they want to do Facebook ads. Somebody right now want to get their insurance better. And that's what you have to do. So we're going to talk about on this episode. You know, I can go on in because this is my thing that I like to talk about. We're going to talk about 3 must-have we have to have in our life. No matter if it's 2021, 2091, whatever year you may be listening or viewing this. Number one, what it is, Dr. Sunday. Number one, we got to believe in ourselves. We don't want to pay for mindset, but you know, we actually need to pay for mindset before, forgive me, techie people, because you know I'm a techie, before we pay for the test. Before we create the course. Oops, I know I'm a course creator. I know you're going to be mad at me. Before we hit publish on the Facebook ads, I know you're going to be mad at me. I do that too. But before we start our podcast, before we even go into ministry, mindset. As the saying says, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. I've been an anesthesiologist. I've been an anesthesiologist for over 20 years. We have so much complexity in our mind that we really don't even realize it. That we actually, guess what? We breathe and we don't even realize we breathe it. We don't have to tell our mind to breathe. We breathe normally. But let me let you know that there's a lot of hormones. There are a lot of, guess what, chemicals going on in our brain that keep us regulated. So we actually need to watch our subconscious is what we've been through. The good, bad, and the ugly, okay? So a lot of us, unfortunately, have been through a lot of things in our childhood before we were even born, you know? So those subconscious things, we got to get them reprogrammed. Yes, we can reprogram our brain. We can reprogram it with affirmations, with listening to wonderful music, listening to being in wonderful experiences, being able to forgive ourselves for what has happened to us in the past and not point our finger at somebody else, which, you know, could have been somebody else's situation, but not blaming ourselves. We need to believe in ourselves that we can do whatever we put our mind to. We can finish the task. We can be a business owner. We can be making $50K a month. We can be a billionaire. We just got to do the tools and strategies. We need to be around like-minded people so we can make this happen, right? So believe in yourself. You need to be your own cheerleader when nobody else want to be your cheerleader. Because let me let you know, somebody right now, I know it's hard for me to believe that as well. It's hard to believe it. But people are out there. But don't worry about that. I want you to be concerned about it. I did a teaching the other day. I want you to be concerned about the people that's watching you, that look up to you, your children, your grandchildren, the children down the street, the children in your classroom, the children at your church, in your Bible study, the adults that see, they see that you are accomplishing things. Let's be concerned about them. But believe in ourselves. I do my affirmations. You know, I believe in reading my word. I believe in prayer. I believe in being around people they're gonna, guess what, support me, but they're gonna make sure I'm staying in the spirit of excellence as well. They're not gonna let me get away with no mess, okay? We need that in our life. That's number one. That's still number one. Number two. Number two is we gotta trust the process. Yes, I saw one of my coaches put a post up today, and it said that several people that we look up to, I can't remember the other ones, Tyler Perry, LeBron James, and then it was several writers. They went through situations, trauma that you can't even imagine in your life, being homeless, being abusive relationship, being having eating disorder, having all these things before they actually eviction from their home. Then things turned around. We all got a pit. We all have a stumbling, but we all have a story. And that story needs to get out when you feel comfortable on talking about it, okay? Because it's okay to have a counselor. It's okay to have a psychiatrist. It's okay to get mental, but we all got something going on. Mental disease is real. It's real. We have to get help, okay? But then we got to trust the process that everything's going to work out. We're going to know how to close our clients when we get them on the phone. We're going to know how to bring in the monetization for our business. We're going to know that. Because guess what? We're going to do our due diligence. We're going to find here on YouTube, Google, and all these other places. But we're going to get a mentor and a coach. Because one thing a mentor and a coach does, and I'm a living witness on that, they don't help us so we don't make the same mistake. But we got to listen to what they say. Okay? Now, of course, don't, be your unique self. I always said, be you, boo, okay? You got to be yourself. And whatever you bring to the table, bring it on to the table. So trust the process. But you got to get a mentor or coach. Because in this day and this season, as my grandmother used to say, time is winding up. So we need to make sure we get a mentor or a coach so we can collapse time. Collapse the time. We can do stuff in less time because they're going to give us the tools, the strategies that we can do it. If you're just coming in, number one was believe in ourselves. Number two, trust the process. This is the Dr. Renee Sunday Show podcast. What we're going to do is take a little commercial break because, we got to pay the sponsors. I'm so glad they believe in me. I'm so glad that they click on the invoice, okay? I'm so glad that they do that. But we're going to take a little commercial break, and I'm going to be back with number three. Number three, the 3 must-have for 2021. This is the Dr. Renee Sunday Show podcast. We'll be right back.
This is John Schamberger, founder and CEO of Millionaires Trainings Only. We are proud to support and listen to Good Deeds Live every Mondays and Thursday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time with your host, the platform builder, Dr. Renee Sunday. So remember, wherever your mind can conceive and believe in your purpose, it can achieve. And don't stop. Get it.
There you go. You got to don't stop, get it. I also want to let you know the people that's listening to this and listen to the archive, I do have a complimentary chat session with you because you got to get this stuff right to make monetization of your brand, to have money flow, to have profit. And you can go to this link. It's bit.ly. It's a bit.ly link. So it's bit.ly/get-podcast-ready. Because we got to get ready for this podcast stage. This is the stage that we're missing out on. It's 1.5. You see? It's 50. It's 1.5 thousand. Y'all hear that? Hey. So we need to become a part of that. Again, go to that complimentary chat session. You can go to the chat with me, Dr. Renee Sunday. It's bit.ly/get-podcast-ready. That's what it is. Again, I'm going to say it's bit.ly/get-podcast-ready. Because the thing about it is we got to get on these stages. The stages of the podcast stage, okay? You can talk to one person and get the podcast have 1 million downloads, okay? Even if 10% of those come to your way, that's amazing, isn't it? But let's get back. If you guys just coming in, we're talking about the 3 must-have business owners to have in 2021. But have any time in your life, 1, you got to believe in yourself. Number 2, you got to trust the process. And number 3, what we got to do, number 3? Number 3, we got to walk it out. And what walk it out means, Dr. Sunday? Well, you talked about it a little bit. When I talked about having a mentor or coach, you got to do that. I know I've been included, have had coaches that I'm like, okay, what did I really pay for? Am I coaching them? Are they coaching me? And I'm paying them. But what that gave me the knowledge of to know that I do know a lot of things, but of course, it also let me know the things that I need to avoid in my own business, okay? But walking out means you got to do it scared. You got to do it afraid. You got to do it even when your mindset ain't right. Because when you keep going around that hamster wheel, you feel like you can't do it. You feel like it ain't going to work. You feel like you ain't going to never hear the ching-ching. But I'm here to let you know. Heard this right now. We have activated the money flow in your life. We have activated the billionaire status. We have activated the profit plan in your life. We have activated the visibility in your life. Activated the visibility plan for your life and your business, your children, to have a legacy. That's what we have done here on the Dr. Renee Sunday podcast. Don't forget, complimentary session so we can get you ready for the business things you have to have in your life for 2021, your life, your purpose, and, of course, in your destiny. Again, go to that link. It's bit.ly, bit.ly, bit.ly/get podcast ready. Okay? So we can have a conversation because you need to implement these things. We need to what? We need to believe in ourselves. We need to trust the process, and we need to walk it out. We got to do all that before we can do a lead magnet, before we can do the branding, before we know our mission statement, before we know elevator speech, before we have an email marketing system, before we have sound card and all that, before we have teacher board and all that, and the courses, we got to have our mind right. As I said before at the beginning of the show, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. I want to let you know that you do have a calling. You do have a reason you were born. You are not a mistake. We got to do three things. We got to believe, we got to trust, and we got to walk it out, okay? I am Dr. Renee Sunday. I'm going to get you ready for the podcast. I'm going to get you ready for your business. I'm going to get you ready to make an overflow in your business. Okay? But I am the platform builder. I do help you increase visibility and get leads for your business. We do have a Facebook agency. We also have a marketing agency. But what we want you to do is get booked and stay booked on podcasts, okay? So you can be in the media, be in magazines, be in all those things. So you can have profit coming into your business. So you can help somebody else in this journey we call life. Thank you for joining me into the Dr. Renee Sunday podcast. If you want to be a guest, go to our website, reneesunday.com. If you want to book me for any ministry, or you want to book me for the speaking virtually or live events, if you want me to be a part of your media team, if we want me to train your leaders, contact at reneesunday.com. That's RENEE Sunday, SUNDAY. And please to remember, like I said before, you're not a mistake. We all have to believe, trust, and walk it out. I am Dr. Renee Sunday, the platform builder. I love you, love you, love you. My hat's off to you. Much success in 2021 or whenever you listening to this. You are activated forward for success in your life, success mentally, success in the heart, success in relationships, success in monetary, success in everything you touch. I am Dr. Renee Sunday, the podcast queen. I got a new name. But I am Dr. Renee Sunday, the platform builder. Thank you for joining in. I love you. We'll see you next time on the Dr. Renee Sunday Show. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.